Suara Gracia FM, the sound of life. God's steadfast love is a fortress of protection. Shalom, good evening keluarga Gracia. Meet me again with Audrey in English Time program on Monday, 23rd of March 2026. How are you keluarga Gracia? I think it's still in the holiday season, but we still have energy, full of energy. And before we continue tonight's topic, let's hear some songs and we'll be right back. Back again with us in English Time program. Okay, Suara Gracia, now we will say hi to Miss Dwita. Hi Miss Dwita, how are you?
Hi Miss Audrey, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, so how's your week? I think we are in the holiday season,
Yeah,
Miss.
holiday season, that's
Yeah,
right.
so how are you?
Yeah, I was in Cirebon the whole week actually.
Okay.
Last Wednesday, I finally finished displaying all my craft things in the mall, and
okay.
I felt really relieved, lega
Yeah.
ya, sudah selesai, because
Akhirnya ya.
it took my time actually and energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, from 10 to 10 ya, Miss Audrey ya. And then I had so many buyers coming to my place at that time on Thursday, even though it was a holiday, but for the Nyepi, right?
Yeah.
And then they came on Friday. Okay, and then on Friday my family came actually.
Oh, okay.
And my sister, my brother-in-laws, and then my nephew, and then my niece, they came on Friday, and they stayed until today.
Okay.
So yeah, they went home this morning. So actually, it was not for celebrating the Lebaran. The Lebaran was on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday, but they want to celebrate something on Sunday for me. So you know what? The whole week I prepared the rooms for them, the beds and the condition of the rooms.
Yeah.
Because I have some rooms that haven't been used for so long, for so many years.
Okay.
So we needed to clean everything, even though we clean it every day, but we still need to do the big clean. But they found it very happy to be in my house because on last Saturday we went to the waterfall. Because that was what they wanted to do in Cirebon, to go to the waterfall.
Yeah.
So ketika orang Muslim sholat Id, kita pergi.
Good timing.
Yeah, good timing. It was already planned that way.
Yeah.
Karena because we already know that kalau misalnya hari Lebaran pertama pasti ramai sekali ya di tempat-tempat seperti itu. So we went there, and then when we came home, so baru deh mereka datang ke tempat itu. So we were so very happy spending time together in the nature, and then we had the picnic there. Walaupun makannya juga cuma rebus-rebus, tapi seru lah ya, karena rame-rame sih.
Rame-rame rebutan itu yang seru.
Iya. And you know, we made the video yang cepat gitu tuh, apa sih namanya, aku lupa ya.
Oh iya, time lapse.
Time lapse ya. Jadi untuk dapat 1 menit ternyata perlu 45 menit. So jadi ketahuan siapa yang makannya banyak. And on Sunday it was actually a very special day for me at church, and I hope the next pelayanan berikutnya I can be what do you call it, as valuable as possible.
Okay.
So and that is about my weekdays and weekend, Miss Audrey.
Okay, for me, actually yesterday was my grandma's birthday.
I see. Happy birthday, Oma.
Thank you. She is 93 years
93?
old. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, 93.
Yeah, 93 years old. So she's so happy because it is a holiday season.
Yeah.
So we can just gather to celebrate her birthday. And also we have to make so much like apa ya, menghibur ya.
Oh, to console.
Yeah, to console her because she still remember her first children passed away.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I see.
so
Your uncle, yeah.
my uncle passed away, so we need to be there. Even it wasn't a complete whole family, but it still makes her day. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I did this weekend, last weekend. And nothing a lot to do, just a holiday for me and my kids also. Yeah, so but before I forgot, I will show you the Snoopy.
Oh, the
bricks.
puzzle. Oh my God.
Snoopy,
Wow,
right?
it's very big. Can you show them?
Yeah, I will show.
Oh my.
See,
it's
Keluarga
very
Gracia.
big.
Yeah.
How tall it was?
I don't know. It's maybe
30?
30,
35?
35, I think. Yeah, 30 or
Oh.
35, something like that.
Wow, it's
Yeah.
very big. So finally, how many days they finished the
Three.
puzzle?
3 days.
Wow. Amazing. So pretty.
Yeah, and it's so easy to break, so we have to be careful.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you cannot, gak bisa diangkat ya?
Jadi kalau diangkat kayak waktu kemarin ini ya, dia diangkat kan ke kamar my daughter's room, itu kayak kebelah gitu.
Oh.
Tapi bukan kecil-kecil
enggak ya,
hancur
tapi
gitu,
parts
tapi ya
ya,
partsnya
satu part
aja
yang besar,
gitu.
okay.
Jadi she has to make them
To rebuild that.
to rebuild, yeah, just to put it
Yeah.
together.
I see. It's very big.
Yeah, very big.
Wow. Is it
Yeah.
heavy?
No, not that heavy.
Oh, I think it was about the Christmas thing, yeah. Because it looks like a present on the head.
Yeah. No. I think it's the glasses.
Oh,
the
the
Snoopy,
glasses.
yeah,
the
Snoopy
glasses.
glasses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's very cute. Very cute.
Yeah, very cute.
Were they very happy
Yes.
after doing that?
Yeah.
If I were there, I will clap my hands.
Yeah. Yay! Finally, after 3 days.
So congratulations for your daughter and her friend for finishing that puzzle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Keluarga Gracia. That's about our weekend. And before we continue, let's hear some songs and we'll be right back. Now we will talk about tonight's trending. Okay, please, Miss Dwita.
Okay, thank you, Miss Audrey. The title tonight is Living Wisely in a Digital World.
Okay.
Ya, sebenarnya libur-libur kurang asik sih ngobrolin seperti ini
Iya
ya.
sih.
Tapi it has a connection dengan Lebaran. Ini kan baru
Yeah.
berlebaran ya. Maybe you get some token of money ya from your relatives,
Yeah.
ataupun liburan ini ada banyak punya dikasih hadiah berupa
Yeah.
uang yang harus disimpan dan
Yeah.
kemudian ini cerita ini nih lagi trending karena semakin marak hal-hal yang membuat kita rugi sebenarnya dengan mempunyai uang-uang kita ada secara digital yang kita pakai gitu ya. So that's what we are going to talk about. Okay, so our digital daily life. So dear listeners, it is such a joy to be with you again tonight. So life moves so quickly these days, doesn't it? Sometimes we wake up in the morning and before even saying good morning to the people around us, we already check our phones. Messages, notifications, updates. It feels like the world is already running before we even start our day. So today, many of us depend on technology for almost everything. We communicate through screens, we manage our schedules digitally, we even send love and encouragement through simple text messages. So technology has become part of our daily rhythm.
Yes, that is very true. And in many ways, technology has made life easier. We can connect with family members who live far away. We can transfer money within seconds. We can access information instantly. However, along with convenience, there is also a new kind of challenge.
Yeah.
Sometimes we feel uncertain. Sometimes we feel overwhelmed. And sometimes we even feel afraid. And this happens because we live in a hyper-connected world. A world full of both opportunities but also risks.
And sometimes, without realizing it, we measure how busy our day is by how often our phone vibrates or rings. It feels as if silence has become something rare. Moments without notifications can even feel unfamiliar.
That is true. We are so used to constant connection that being offline for a while can make some people feel uncomfortable. Yet, those quiet moments are often when we reconnect with ourselves and with the people physically around us.
So, fear today does not always come from something we can see. In the past, danger often had a physical form. Now, uncertainty can appear through a simple message on our phone. So, imagine receiving a sudden notification saying something urgent about your finances. Your heart may start beating faster. Your thoughts may become unclear. You might begin to imagine the worst possibilities. This is a very human reaction.
Yes, because money is not only about numbers. For many people, money represents security, stability, and responsibility. So, when there is a threat related to finances, it can feel deeply personal. People may feel anxious, they may feel embarrassed, they may even blame themselves. But, dear listeners, fear often grows when we face situations alone. Talking about these experiences can help us feel supported and wiser.
In situation like that, our mind may start creating many questions. What should I do? Who should I call? Is this really happening? These thoughts can come very quickly and make us feel emotionally pressured.
Yes, and sometimes the emotional impact lasts longer than the situation itself. Even after everything is resolved, people may still feel cautious or worried. That is why learning how to respond calmly is becoming an essential life skill today.
Sometimes our imagination works faster than reality.
Yeah.
We receive our alarming message and suddenly we picture a whole disaster scenario. We might immediately call our family members, check our accounts repeatedly, or even lose focus on everything else we were doing.
Yes, panic can be very powerful. It can make small problems feel much bigger. But learning to pause is an important skill in modern life. Taking a deep breath before reacting can save us from unnecessary stress.
And perhaps also save us from making rushed decisions because wisdom often begins with calmness. It is interesting how one small message can suddenly change our entire mood. We may go from feeling relaxed to feeling restless within seconds.
Yes, and later, when we look back, we sometimes realize that the situation was not as serious as we first imagined.
Yeah, that's right.
This reminds us how powerful our thoughts can be. Living wisely in a hyper-connected world means developing new habits. For example, double-checking information before leaving it, confirming messages through official sources, and giving ourselves time to think clearly. These are simple actions, but they can make a significant difference.
It is also helpful to remember that not every urgent message is truly urgent.
Yeah.
Sometimes pressure is created intentionally to make us react without thinking. So, wisdom today includes emotional awareness, knowing how we feel and not allowing fear to control our decisions.
Developing wise habits takes time. It is not about being perfect, but about becoming more aware day by day. Each careful decisions we make helps build a stronger sense of confidence. And confidence grows when we feel prepared. When we understand how things work, we are less likely to panic. Knowledge combined with calmness creates a sense of inner security.
Another beautiful aspect of modern life is the opportunity for families to support each other in new ways. Younger generations often feel more comfortable with digital systems. They can guide older family members. They can help explain how to stay safe online. This exchange of knowledge strengthens relationships.
Yes, and it reminds us that care can be expressed through very practical actions. Helping someone understand technology is also a way of protecting their peace of mind. It shows patience, it shows responsibility, and it shows love. These shared learning moments can even become meaningful memories. A simple evening spent teaching someone how to use an application can turn into a story the family remembers with a smile. Because beyond technology, what truly matters is the connection between people. Digital skills may change over time, but kindness and patience remain timeless values.
So, dear listeners, no matter how advanced technology becomes, the human heart still longs for peace. We all desire stability. We all hope for a sense of safety. We all want to feel that life is under control, but true peace often comes from within.
Faith teaches us to stay grounded even when circumstances feel uncertain. It encourages us to trust that wisdom can grow through experience, and it reminds us that calmness is not weakness but strength.
Sometimes slowing down for a few minutes can help us regain clarity. A short pause, a quiet prayer, or simply a deep breath can bring surprising calmness.
Peace does not always come from external certainty. Often it grows from trusting that we are not alone in facing life's uncertainties.
As we continue living in this rapidly changing world, we will face new technologies and new challenges. But we also have the ability to learn, to adapt, and to become more thoughtful in our choices.
Let us choose awareness instead of constant fear. Let us choose wisdom instead of impulsive reactions. And let us continue supporting one another as we navigate this digital era together.
So, thank you, dear listeners, for sharing this meaningful time with us tonight. May you stay safe, stay calm, and stay hopeful in every season of life. Every generation faces different challenges. Ours happens to live in a highly digital era. Yet, challenges can also shape resilience and encourage people personal growth. And growth becomes meaningful when we choose to learn from every experience. Step by step, we can move forward with greater wisdom and hope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Miss Audrey, I have a little story.
Okay.
Every time I bought something online,
Mm-mm.
not in the keranjang kuning atau yang lain ya.
Okay.
For example, from Facebook,
Okay.
and then the package arrived,
Mm-mm.
and then after that, my phone will be flooded with messages
Ah.
from scam numbers. Selalu. Kalau setiap kali belanjanya bukan dari yang trusted gitu ya, pasti nanti masuk nih telepon, biasanya telepon masuk. And so many times I had to block each number. Luckily in my phone ada Truecaller yang bisa tahu
Ya,
bahwa ini
bisa tahu.
orang scammer gitu ya.
Ya.
Jadi I didn't need to take the phones. Apalagi dia nggak terdaftar di telephone books inside my phone gitu ya. Dan itu selalu seperti itu. So that's why I also told my daughters to be very careful about those kind of things. Karena anak-anak kan kadang-kadang walaupun mereka sudah besar, tapi sometimes mereka lebih besar ya rasa mau marah sama orang
Iya,
yang
iya.
nelfon-nelfon ngapain sih gitu ya.
Ngapain,
Nah itu ya. Jadi so I told them udah nggak usah diambil pusing, diamin aja yang kayak gitu-gitu.
Iya.
Kalau dia perlu pasti dia akan telepon lagi atau kirim message gitu-gitu aja ya. Salah satu cara untuk menangani kedamaian kita sendiri gitu ya, supaya nggak usah panik gitu. Oke, keluarga Gracia, semoga kalau nanti ada telepon datang atau pesan-pesan yang nggak dikenal gitu ya, diamin aja. Karena kalau memang mereka benar-benar perlu sama kita, pasti akan berulang ya, akan telepon kembali atau mengirim pesan yang sesungguhnya gitu.
So, keluarga Gracia, that's our topic tonight. And before we continue, let's hear some songs and we'll be right back. Now we will talk about daily conversation, what to answer or how to say it. Okay, please, Miss Dwita.
Okay, so in this session, we are going to learn using present perfect to talk about life experiences. Okay, so dear listeners, now let us learn a very useful English pattern that can help you share your real life experiences. Tonight, we will focus on the present perfect tense. We use this tense to talk about experiences that have happened at some time in our life. So the simple structure is I have plus past participle. Okay, bentuk ketiga. For example, I have received a suspicious message. Ini masih berhubungan dengan digital ini ya, world ya. I have received a suspicious message. This means the experience happened in your life, but we do not focus on exactly when. Jadi nggak ada waktunya ya.
Yes, this tense is very practical in daily conversations. It helps us talk about lessons we have learned and situations we have faced. For example, you can say, I have learned to be more careful online. This shows personal growth and awareness.
Yeah. So let us look at more examples related to digital life. So you can say, I have felt anxious about online transactions. Or, I have become more confident using mobile banking. Another sentence, I have realized the importance of digital safety. So these three sentences sound natural because they describe real experiences.
You can also use this tense to start meaningful conversations. For instance, you may ask a friend, have you ever received a scam call? Have you ever felt stressed because of too many messages? Questions like this help people share stories and feel understood.
Yeah. Okay, now Suara Gracia, it's time for you to practice speaking, so you don't need to answer loudly. Just try to answer in your heart or whisper softly. So let's practice together. First question, have you ever received a suspicious message? Maybe your answer is, yes, I have received one before. Or, no, I have never received one.
Very good. There is no right or wrong answer. Every experience you have can help you learn and grow.
Okay. Now the second question. Have you ever felt anxious when using technology? You can say, yes, I have felt anxious many times. Or, I have felt nervous when something unexpected happened.
It is very natural to feel that way. Technology changes quickly and we are all learning step by step.
Okay, now let's try a more positive question. Have you ever helped a family member understand digital tools? Maybe you can say, yes, I have helped my parents use a mobile application. Or I have shown my friend how to stay safe online.
That is wonderful. Helping others is also a beautiful way to build confidence in your own skills.
Yeah. So last question for tonight. What have you learned from your digital experiences? You may answer, I have learned to stay calm. Or, I have learned to check information carefully. Or, I have learned not to panic too quickly.
Dear listeners, every small lesson becomes part of your wisdom. And every sentence you practice makes your English stronger.
So keep practicing simple sentences like these in your daily life. Little by little, you will feel more confident expressing your thoughts and your feelings in English. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep sharing your life experiences.
Okay, Keluarga Gracia, it's all about tonight. Before we leave, never stop learning. There is always one more thing to learn. Thank you for joining us. See you next week. God bless you all. Bye.
Bye.